Okay, guys, we are going to continue looking at theme. Remember, that is our overall message for this story. Come on, you. All right, search for meaning. So, in general, that theme is the major lesson. The meaning, it could be the moral if we're reading a fable, or just the message, like what does the author want you to learn? What does the author want you to take away from whatever you just read? Okay. I like this sentence. Theme is what the story teaches readers. What do you learn from it? So one thing to keep in mind is, even though on the anchor chart I list common themes and it's just like a lot of them are bullet points like friendship, love, war, death, in general, your theme is not going to be just one word. It's actually going to be a sentence or a phrase. Again, one of those important life lessons. They list examples as money can't buy happiness, don't judge people based on the surface, and it's better to die free than live under tyranny. Your mileage may vary on this one. So, if we take a look at an example, this one's easy peasy. Oh, sorry, let me do this first. So in general, what can make finding these themes difficult is that more often than not, they're not explicitly stated. Like, there's not going to be, you read a story and at the end of it, the author flat out says, the theme of this story is blah, 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 the end. You know, versus a lot of things that, like plot is explicit. We literally read everything about the plot. The characters are explicit, but theme isn't. You have to kind of figure it out using clues in the story. So again, these themes are bigger than a story. A story has only one plot, and if the plot is the same, you don't have too many stories. However, themes can apply to more than one work because they're more broad and they're more general. Okay. That says the small word of the story if that gets cut off, and it applies to the big world of the theme, applies to the real world. Okay, so here's our example. 3 little pigs, guys. We remember this one. You had 3 little pigs. One little pig, he is really lazy, and he's like, I'm going to build my house out of straw. All right, that second little pig, he's got a little bit more of a work ethic, but not too much, so he says, I'm going to get myself some twigs. All right, but that third little pig is a hard worker, real Miss King of a worker. He's like, I'm going to buckle down, I'm going to spend time. Builds himself a lovely brick house. But then we have, dun dun dun, the wolf come into the story. All right? So we've got kind of our climax there, our major conflict. And what happens? Uh-oh. That straw house was not well built. And depending on which story you read, either that little pig runs away to be safe, or that little pig becomes wolf snacks. All right, then the wolf is going to the house made of twigs. Again, not much time spent on this house, and uh-oh, there goes that piggy. All right, but then that wolf gets to that brick house that the pig spent a lot of time, and actually the wolf goes away. All right, so if we think about this in terms of the theme or the overall lesson, it would be hard work pays off. Right? Because the pig that, I'm trying to point at the screen, y'all can even see me. So the pig that worked the hardest is the one that got saved. So hard work pays off. But the 3 Little Pigs is not the only story that can ever have the theme of hard work pays off. I mean, that's a pretty common theme. But again, you notice it's not just a word. I didn't say work. My theme is work. No, it's hard work pays off. Okay, so theme is what we can learn from a story. Themes must be inferred. Themes are about the big world. All right, so let's work another one together. We'll read the story. Okay, so we're going to read the story. Then I want you to pause this, hopefully, And in the comments, write what you think the theme is, and then you can come back and play and see if we agree. All right, so the question we're looking at, how does the small world of the story connect to the big world theme? How does the character change? What does the character learn? Things like that. Once there was a mean little boy who lived in a small village. This mean little boy loved to mess with people, so one day he ran up to a sheep herder and shouted, "Wolf! Wolf! A wolf is attacking the town!" The sheep herder grabbed his staff and ran to defend the town, but realized he had been fooled when the boy started pointing and laughing at him. "Ha ha, I made you jump," said the boy. Then the boy ran up to a farmer and shouted, "Wolf! Wolf! A wolf is attacking the town!" The farmer grabbed his pitchfork and ran to defend the town, but when the boy started pointing and laughing at him, he realized he had been tricked. As the boy went back to his family's farm, laughing about the funny trick he played, he saw a real wolf in his father's chicken coop. As the wolf ate all of his father's chickens, the boy screamed over and over again, "Wolf! Wolf! Please help us!" But nobody came to help him. So pause. What do you think the theme is? What is the message that you think this author wants us to learn? Okay, what is the little boy character? What does he learn? How is he changed? Okay, so pause and write it in the comments. Not going to do the Jeopardy theme. Maybe I will. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, no, 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 no. Dun, 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 dun. All right, so let's see if we agree on some themes. So it could be don't ask for help unless you really need it. Don't play tricks on the people around you. I would even add lies are going to come back to bite you. Like honesty is the best policy. People don't believe liars. So did y'all get any themes like that? Were we on the same page? I hope so. And I'll know when I read your comments. Oh, no. Nope. 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 Oh, so we done, guys. Awesome possum.